In my second live stream where I went through art that I did over the past week, I talked about this practice of incorporating continuous and single line drawings into my sketch practice for the month. So I create art every day, usually, you know, as many times throughout the day as I need to. A lot of the times it is a process to help regulate my nervous system. So I make space for that as much as I possibly can. Um, but I have a mixed media series, starter kit series up right now. You should definitely check that out. I mentioned um, some of the materials, many of the materials that I talk about in this video throughout this series. And I wanted to kind of link two things together. So, in my most recent regulating my nervous system and also um, mixed media starter kit series video that is titled Grace for Reworking Your Art Pieces, I talk about this image. And one of the things that I did not do with this image, I just kind of sat down and, I sketched out these pieces, these different like living room pieces from different pictures and put them together in this one scene. And the one thing that I did not do was kind of do some warm ups of this idea in a few single line sketches. So I'm going to do that at the end. But I wanted to just share some of the line drawings that I have. And these sticky notes are reminders highlighting like exactly what I like in these particular continuous and single line drawings. I don't know if y'all have this same kind of thing, but I there are times where, well, every piece of art that I create has information for me, right? And I think that I would offer that that's the same for you as well. And so there are things in many of these quick sketches that I want to remember. And so me just relying on, oh, I'm going to remember that I like this about this particular one. Nope. Nope. I don't even know if I really ever had the ability to even do to be able to hold that kind of memory, but I definitely don't have that at this point. And so I put some little sticky notes on here to really highlight like exactly what I like in these line drawings. And in this one, I really like the containers with flowers. So like this over here. Um, I say a books and then the black bowls and pink flowers. And I'm just gonna go through a few of these. I had only pulled out a few from my stack, and I did these the last part of May into the beginning part of June. Some of these have like reflections and notes on them for blog posts that I need to finish. But I just, like I said, wanted to get through these and just share a few because maybe it will be helpful for your practice as well to start your warm ups with some continuous or single line drawings. There's also like contour, blind contour line drawing. And one of the things that I really like about this practice and that I'm noticing in um, the images that I am currently drawing, I'm integrating when I'm sketching now, I'm integrating just regular sketching and including like single line or continuous line drawing in my images now. So I really like that. aspect to make the image visually interesting, right? To change up the kind of line drawings that you have within an image. Okay. Let's see, this one, I said I like the hanging flowers and I like the face. I also said love all of this. I really like the colors. I really like the composition and how the different variations in size and image or in line and sketches. So I really like that. Um, This one I love. So I started to, those initial sketches were like of altars, like spiritual altars, and pulled in a lot of different elements. This one is more of like a cafe kind of scene. And I really like this one. I really like the pops of red throughout. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I was counting because, in one of the rules for like balance, symmetry, harmony, if you will, it's a art tip or a suggestion, that you have like color or if you're going to have something that's repeating that you do it at like 3, 5, 7, like those kind of intervals. And so I incorporated that into this piece by having pops of color, but just making it in 7 places on the image. I really like this one. I wanted to play with scale as well as do some studies of my hand. So I just balled my hand up and looked at my hand from different angles and yeah, I did larger scale sketches, continuous line drawings of my hand. And I need to do more of this. For these, I started to, pull in my love for doing sketches of faces with continuous single line drawings. And so started to play with that here closer towards the end of May. And again, just added some light, very light pops of color. And just like I mentioned, those intervals of numbers for things that you want to repeat or recur for harmony of 3, 5, and 7. So you see the pops of color here are in threes. I really, really love this as well. Okay, so here I am starting to pull in um all of the things that I love now. It's been roughly a few days of me doing this continuous single line kind of warm-ups in my daily art practice. And so from those original pieces, I started to pull into um one sketch all of those things that I love. So like the hanging flowers, bird cages, the faces, some elements of altars, as well as like a full body of a figure. So like this is the first time that a full body, is in my continuous line drawings, and I really like this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same kind of thing. I have pops of color, but it's in 7 places. So again, still balancing harmony related to color here. Just a quick still life. Again, playing with scale, creating, just larger, trying to get more comfortable with making bigger marks and proportion and yeah. This one I started to pull in some other kind of images that I hadn't sketched yet. So like I love in my sketchbook, I have lots of attempts at uh, sketching and drawing Venus flytraps. I live in North Carolina, and the Venus flytrap is, if I remember correctly, the state flower. It's either the state flower or something like that. I know it's on the you can see it on I was gonna say bumper stickers, license plates. But I draw Venus flytraps a lot, so I wanted to try that here. There's a Pinterest image that has like these teacups that are hanging from trees, so I pulled um, that idea in and did different designs. This is just a quick sketch. It's not a continuous or a single line drawing. Again, I am trying to get more comfortable with drawing bigger, so playing with scale here and proportion, you know. Okay, this one we just have a few more, and then I am going to, like I said, do a few continuous sketches of this image that I'm going to recreate. But these are just some quick sketches with a different kind of pen. I have a video up. I think this is either from my first or my second regulating my nervous system videos. You can see me um, create this. Just put in this image here. I started with this image already, and then I added this one, and then this is the last one that I'm going to show. I did a live stream on this one as well. It should be the second regulating my nervous system video, session 2. Um, and this is just another living room scene with some plants and then some pops of color with some highlighter. And this is just a regular sketch, but there are some places here where I do some single line drawing. And so that's what I'm referencing related to kind of seeing that pop up. And even this image that I'm going to recreate, there's moments where I do incorporate single line drawing into just a regular sketch, and I love that. I love that variation in line. I think that it makes the image very visually interesting, and so that's how I see me doing this the last part of May into the beginning part of June, influencing and me integrating that into my work right now. Yes. 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 I don't know if y'all heard my emotional support. My little emotional support puppy Winnie saying hello. Um, Now this is the part that I hadn't worked out was. Maybe you can still see. Oh, yes. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Going on and nothing at all at the same time. Okay. Well. This is what we got. I think we can make it work. Um, okay. So, um, as I was saying at the top of the video, I want to do some single line drawings of this image. Um, yeah, actually, I need all of this. This is my favorite marker, and it's running out of ink. Like that. It's dying. So when the marker having, that bothers me because they don't make these markers anymore. I randomly found this at a local art store. Faber-Castell do not make their markers like this anymore. I am drawing record players. Well, one record player. Um, I'm trying to, not I'm trying to, I'm doing some warm-ups of this image, this initial image. I have a live stream up where I share drawing, like how I got to this part. So I am redrawing this record player here and practicing because I'm going to redo this image. So I'm kind of like building some muscle memory so that later when I get ready to redraw it, that my lines are more like confident. And right now I'm doing that in like single line drawings or continuous line drawings to practice that muscle memory. Makes me so sad. I really like this paper and my mixed media sketchbook, paper and sketchbook video in the mixed media starter kit series. I talk about this paper. This is a rough surface newsprint by B Paper, BEE, like a bumblebee, but B Paper. Um, yeah, it's like a rough surface newsprint. You know, newsprint is like it's a relatively very thin paper. You usually just use it for sketching, you know. Um, but this is actually very nice newsprint and it holds different mediums very well. Um, yeah.